Hello, all you lovely people on YouTube and other social media platforms all over the world and here in the UK. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the second episode in my celebration of classic superheroes, whether that's on TV or film. Both well loved and some of the more obscure ones will do. Eventually, some that you might not know about. Today, however, we're going with one of the popular ones again, Wonder Woman, and specifically today, I'm looking back at the original TV series of the late 70s and 80s starring Lynda Carter. This is the complete box set that I'm reviewing today. You get all 3 seasons of the series and you get the pilot movie as well. So, in total, this is a very good value because in total here you're getting the pilot episode, which is movie length. You're getting all 3 seasons. That equates to 49 hours of entertainment, and it starred the wonderful Lynda Carter. Now, to me, no one else could be Wonder Woman. That's no disrespect to the people that are featured in the movie version since, or the animated versions, or anything like that. I just can't pass judgment on those. I haven't seen them, so it wouldn't be fair to do so. It wouldn't be fair to the actors or actresses or people that worked on them. So for that reason, for me, Lynda Carter is Wonder Woman. There's no one else I know in the role, therefore she's the definitive. Now, if you're not familiar with the character of Wonder Woman, and you haven't seen the series or the movies, let me back it up here, a little bit of a story time with Frank for you. Let me just give you a little bit of the synopsis of how the character comes to be Wonder Woman. We have to go back in time to wartime, specifically in America, and Major Steve Trevor. How impressive is he? A major with 2 Christian names. Major Steve Trevor. He's a pilot with the American Air Force and also attached to the military government. He is flying a plane over, and his mission is to target a German bomb and weapons store and silo within a certain location. Unfortunately, he gets shot down and his body floats onto a mysterious island called Paradise Island. That island is populated by an Amazonian race of women. Only women. In fact, they've not been in contact with men for thousands of years. And Wonder Woman, or to use her real name, Diana Prince in the story, she is the daughter of the race's queen. And obviously, Steve's arrival, being an injured and unconscious male, considering that they've had no other human contact for centuries, thousands of years, you can imagine the problems it causes them. But they agree, obviously, as they're a peace-loving race, he has to be cared for and taken back to mainland America. After her mother's hesitancy to allow her to care for him, she agrees to that, but she says that he has to be taken back to the mainland by whichever their race wins a sporting contest of strength, feats of strength, and all the rest of it. The winner also gets the famous belt buckle that gives them the same powers as Amazonian women off the island as they would have on it. The famous bracelets, wrist bracelets, that can deflect bullets just by speed and movement, and also the famous little star crown. that Wonder Woman ends up wearing. Her mother forbids her from entering the contest, but she defiantly enters under disguise, so her mother doesn't recognise her. Naturally, she wins, and after apologising to her mother and explaining it's the only way, she then is allowed to transport the Major back to mainland America. And after transferring him via her special invisible aeroplane, the first time we see Wonder Woman's aeroplane, well, you don't see it because it's meant to be invisible, you just get an outline, but you get the general drift. So after that, he is still blindfolded at this point because the Amazonian women on Paradise Island obviously don't want to give their race away. But he does, after a while, recognise Diana as being the woman that cared for him on the island. And after her coming into contact with quite a few nefarious bad guys, including his former secretary, who was actually working for the Germans all along, and a few other bad guys and crooks, including a showman who's also in league with them, she ends up becoming Steve's new secretary. And that's the premise. She uses her secretary status as Diana as her undercover alias. So that's kind of a bit like Peter Parker is to Spider-Man. You know, Diana's her undercover, if you like, on Earth. And the first series is set in wartime. And then the second and third seasons are set in the 70s, in the disco era. So that's a completely different change of pace. Each episode's about an hour. On the pilot episode, you get a audio commentary with Lynda herself and also the pilot director. And there are also 3 other documentaries within the set. Well, they're down as featurettes, but I would imagine that they go into quite detail. You've got Beauty, Brawn and Bulletproof bracelets, a Wonder Woman retrospective. You've got Revolutionizing a Classic, from comic book to television, and Wonder Woman, the ultimate feminist icon. All the episodes are spread over 11 discs. As I say, each one's an hour. Now, I'll get onto the presentation of the discs, and throughout this video, you'll be seeing lots of photographs of artwork, of the disc artwork, and also the listings of all the episodes and all the features. There's a lot of information you'll be seeing through the time that I'm talking and giving this review. The print is very small, especially on the backs and especially on the episode information. So please feel free to pause and read whatever information you want to, and look at the disc artwork as much as you'd like. I absolutely love the Americana theming, red, white and blue throughout all the discs, all the artwork within the box set, down to the red, white and blue cases. That is brilliantly done. All the artwork I love. The one thing I do not love as part of the presentation of the box set, however, is the discs, how they're stored. You can see from the photographs that they are stored within little envelopes. There's 2 or 3 of them, maybe, on each section, stored within little envelopes, and the discs can very easily come out. They can very easily get scratched, or fingerprints, whatever, or knocked around, because they're not held in place. They're just within little envelope pockets. And that actually happened to me when I was doing the photography for this review. I had some of the disc cases opened, and on my little phone stand that I used to film my videos with, and as I was repositioning the box and the discs ready to take a shot, one of the discs comes straight out of the envelope and only just caught it in time for him, saving it from being scratched. So that's not good. I get why they're doing it and why they've done it when the box set was released. They're trying to cut down on plastic, obviously, the environment, etc., etc., but it does not help keep the discs in good condition. That aside, it's one of my favourite series, like The Incredible Hulk from childhood, and it's one of those imported series that I think if you're a certain age, you certainly won't ever forget. I would definitely recommend this if you've not seen the movies. Even if you have seen the movies, I think you'll love Lynda's interpretation of the Wonder Woman character. For me, as I say, she's the definitive, no shadow of a doubt whatsoever. But for me, it's right up there with other series of the time, like Incredible Hulk, like other non-superhero action series, like, for example, Dukes of Hazzard and other action series of the time. Right up there with those, no question whatsoever. So that's my review of the original Wonder Woman TV series. I would give it 10 out of 10, no problem for the actual series itself. So enthralling just watching the pilot episode. First time I've seen the show in years, and I was absolutely engrossed. And I can't wait to start going through the episodes after only watching the pilot again. Really looking forward to get into stuck into all the seasons and having a binge watch when I get a chance. Brilliant value. Presentation, I would give it a solid 9 out of 10, but I've got to knock a star off for the storage of the discs and how it makes it more difficult to look after them. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please give me a like on it. That really helps me out. And all your comments, as always, I'm really interested in your thoughts on the show. If you haven't seen it, if you're thinking about picking it up, if you've seen the movies, please let me know what they're like. And if you can think of any other TV superhero shows back in the day that you would like me to review, also movies as well, because next time we're going to go delving into superhero movies for the first time in this series. The first one will be the complete set of the original Superman films starring Christopher Reeve, and those also, as an extra feature, some Superman cartoons as well. But we'll get into that in the next episode. So look forward to that. Now, please join me again on Sunday when we'll be looking at another children's favourite, the complete collection of the Mr. Men. Till then, look after yourselves, and I'll see you Sunday. Bye-bye, everybody.